Entrepreneurship is a beautiful spiritual growth tool, and we can really use our businesses to evolve spiritually, to see what we are ready to heal, to dive into, to step into the next level in our business. And this is how I love to work with my clients, right? Is instead of always digging for more healing, more things that we can fix, right? It's allowing life to show us what we are ready to heal in this chapter to step into the next. So what is currently blocking me in my life right now? So where I'm blocked, there's something deeper that I'm ready to heal so that I can step into this next level. And with entrepreneurship, I work with, women stepping into their soul-aligned businesses, their soul purpose. And in entrepreneurship, in business, we are continuously evolving, right? Continuously meeting our growth edges, stepping into our next levels. So I want to normalize this feeling of stuckness, right? When you get to this point where, okay, there's this thing I know I need to do, but I'm feeling stuck, blocked. I'm not doing it. I'm not making progress. I'm feeling stagnant. And then comes this level of self-judgment. Well, what's wrong with me? Why am I not doing the thing I know I need to do? Why am I feeling unmotivated? And whatever we judge, we're stuck with. So it's never about judging it, although I get stuck in that trap too, of course, in moments of self-judgment. But it's about looking and seeing, okay, what am I stuck with? What is blocking me? Because whatever is blocking me is the way to the next level, right? And that's showing me the deeper healing that needs to be done. And so when I work with my clients, it's usually they're feeling stuck, they're blocked in some level, and that's just, okay, there's an opportunity for deeper healing. There's a deeper wound going on. And so I would like to share a story about myself lately, and then maybe you can see parts of yourself in this, and also just to normalize this journey of making progress, feeling a little stuck or stagnant, doing the inner work, stepping into the next level. It's like this ongoing evolution. And that's what it is. We're always growing, we're always evolving. We are always meeting our growth edges in entrepreneurship, which can be frustrating at times, but it's also beautiful. It's a beautiful growth journey. And yes, it can be painful when we're in those moments of stuckness, of feeling stuck, of not understanding why we're not making progress, we're not doing the things. So I want to normalize that. And it's an opportunity. What I've really learned through myself, my clients, but I'm going to speak about my own journey today, is whenever I'm at that point of feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, it's never about pushing, right? The masculine, just fake it till you make it, push and do, because for me, that's never sustainable. It's about going inwards. Okay, what is happening on the inside that I'm not inspired to take these actions? And what inner work do I need to do? And then when I go and do the inner work, I then naturally feel inspired to take the next step. So until I'm feeling inspired, it's okay. There's more inner work. And life sets us up, it's often our deepest wounds, which are the very thing we're here to transform in this lifetime. And the Kabbalah wisdom around this, which I really love and resonate with, is that we're not born into families and then we have this wounding that happens and then we need to overcome or work through the wounding. It's actually that our souls already had a certain wound. And so our souls then chose our family to be born into, to instigate or create that exact wound, the scenario to really feed into that wound, so that in this lifetime, the karma, dharma for this lifetime is to overcome that wound. And I like that because it takes away that little bit of maybe resentment of the family. It's like, oh, my soul chose this because I already had this wound. And this is what I'm here to work through to then step into my purpose. And so for me, one of my biggest woundings in childhood is, and love my parents, love my family, we all have wounding from childhood. For me, it is not feeling worthy to be seen, to take up space, not feeling worthy to take up space. And this came from a variety of reasons. My sister was very sick in childhood. She was a tantrumy child, so all the attention was on her. My parents immigrated to Canada from South Africa. They were redoing exams. They were stressed. So all these little things, but my inner child, she didn't feel worthy to be seen and to take up space and to have her needs met. And so coming to present moment, how does this affect me in my business? Well, I was getting blocked showing up online, right? Feeling worthy to take up space online, on Instagram, to create these YouTube videos, because that inner child in me, which we all have, has a story of, I'm not worthy to take up space, right? So of course, it was then hard for me to take up space through showing up online, having a voice online, creating content, creating videos. And this is the very lesson my soul is here to learn in this lifetime, to live my purpose, to live my dharma in this lifetime, is to own that I am worthy to be seen, to be heard, to take up space, right? So that I can share my message, share this work that I am doing. And so this block that I was creating content, not creating content, it was like, I'm not feeling motivated, even though I know this also, it's aligned. This is my aligned strategy, because sometimes it's not aligned. And so for me, it was going inwards. This is the block, right? The block is this deeper wound, and often it is a much deeper wound than the surface level of what's wrong with me. Why can't I just consistently create content, right? And so going back, connecting with my inner child, seeing her, feeling what she was feeling. And when we do inner child work, we are timeline shifting, right? We are going back in time, feeling those feelings that maybe were unsafe, or your child self didn't know how to process and feel, meeting yourself with the love, me seeing me, and when we do healing around the inner child, it then heals and shifts all of the timelines up to the present, and it shifts the energy, and not just in one setting, right? But continuously doing this work, meeting yourself there. For me, it was also asking myself, okay, what can I do in the present moment to feel worthy of taking space? So one of the things for me was dancing, literally physically taking up space. And when I work with clients, I'm never telling them what to do, it's eliciting your own intuition for you, right? So for me, dancing came through, but for someone else, maybe it would be something totally different, right? And taking these steps, right, for me was also mirror work, seeing myself in the mirror, doing mirror affirmations, hiring a coach. I coach clients through this, and I also hire coaches when I'm going through things in different chapters, because we all can benefit from others holding space for us, from others seeing our blind spots as well. And transformation takes time, right? So to be held in a container as you're working with a deeper wound is so powerful, you know, the amount of transformation that can happen. And, you know, our blocks are not the problem, they're the way, you know, there's always wisdom in them. And it's, you know, the very things that are blocking us working with these younger parts, right? Because most of our patterns happen from under the age of 7 years old. We have patterns, behaviors that we learned at a younger age, most of our programming. So whatever is blocking you right now is most commonly linked to something at a much younger age. And when you go back and do that deeper healing, it then frees you up to be inspired to take those steps. That's where I like to work with my clients, right? Not a push energy, not a force. Because what happens is when we push force, we do something for a little bit and then we come back to the comfort zone, right? Where I like to work with my clients is on the growth edge. So you're taking the next aligned step. You're pushing the edge of your comfort zone, but not totally stepping right out into the unknown, because then you just come right back to the comfort zone. But yeah, life shows us what we're ready to heal, to step into that next level. And in business and entrepreneurship, it's continuous, right? But entrepreneurship is a beautiful spiritual growth tool, because we are continuously seeing what patterns, what things we're ready to heal that are blocking us from stepping into that next level. And sometimes we don't have a block. We can just step into that next level and we move and we progress, but then we're blocked by something, right? And so it's an invitation to go, to dive deep into the healing work, to see with curiosity, with understanding, with love, compassion, what is blocking me, and doing the inner work around that block until you then feel inspired to take that next step. And in doing so, you're healing a deeper wound. So it's beautiful, right? It's an opportunity to heal. And I get it, it definitely can be frustrating, right? Because we're continuously coming up against our edges in business, but it's also this beautiful growth container to work with. So I wanted to share that to normalize this, right? This kind of feeling stuck or stagnant in moments of entrepreneurship and business as you're stepping into your soul purpose, your soul business. And it is just an opportunity to dive inwards, right? And for me, it's always when I'm feeling stuck, it's like, okay, inner work. What's coming up? What's the inner work? And it can often really help to be supported in that as well. But connect with that inner child, connect with those deeper wounds, and there's always wisdom there, right? Wisdom and deeper healing to then take the next inspired step. It is a journey. We are all in it together.